like to start the meeting. If everyone could stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, I'd like to add approval of the closed meeting council minutes from 9/12 of 18. The consent agenda. Do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, first up, we have the planning commission report.
This is the Planning Commission report for the meeting held on Monday, November 19th, instead of Wednesday, the 21st, because of the Thanksgiving holiday. The Planning Commission had 4 public hearings that night. One was for a text amendment to Chapter 7E of the Columbus Code. If this text amendment passes tonight, all notices of public hearings to consider applications for variances, rezoning, ordinance amendments, subdivisions, or planned unit development or conditional uses under shoreland management controls must be sent to the Commissioner of Department of Natural Resources or the Commissioner's designated representative at least 10 days before the date of the public hearing. Notices of public hearings to consider subdivisions or plats must include copies of the subdivision plat. The Planning Commission voted unanimously to send that to the board for approval. Elizabeth, do you want to explain how that came about?
You want me to do that?
Or-
Mr. Mayor and Council, that is the result of a settlement agreement with the Department of Natural Resources. It's also related to actions that are on the council's agenda this evening.
Yep. The Planning Commission had 3 other public hearings that night also for the sanctuary at Howard Lake. One was a preliminary plat hearing, one was a planned unit development conditional use permit hearing, and the third was a variance to the Columbus City Code to reduce the setback from the ordinary high water level from 150 feet to the average of 75 feet, and to reduce the shoreline impact zone from 75 to 50 feet. The Planning Commission voted unanimously to send these to the City Council for approval. And just a little background on the whole project, since these are all related to it. The location of the sanctuary at Howard Lake is just west of 9141 Lake Drive. It's 17.17 acres, owned by Susan and Mike Mulvihill, and being developed by Jay Gustafson, who is here tonight. When the project is completed, there will be 26 detached senior townhomes on 26 lots.
Okay, very good. Elizabeth, which one do we have to take the variance first?
Mr. Mayor and Council, since the variance allows the reduced shoreland setback, it would make
Should.
sense to do that first.
Okay, so someone want to make a motion to approve or deny this variance and resolution? Number 18.
18-35.
18-35.
Motion to approve?
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
Any other discussion on that? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. All right, then we do the preliminary plat, is that right, Bill?
Yes.
Okay, so the preliminary plat. Motion to approve or deny, further discussion?
Motion to approve the preliminary plat.
Okay,
Second.
very good. Any further discussion on that?
Yeah, I read through this and I still don't see any signage for public access for that walkway to the lake from the parking lot.
Oh, yeah, you talked about that.
Yeah, and I'm not seeing anything in here for that and I want that in there.
Okay.
Otherwise, the public's not gonna know it's there, so how are they gonna know?
Mr. Mayor, it would be appropriate then to ask the developer if that's a condition
All right.
that he could
You want to
comply
come up?
with.
Just name for the record. and Kind of explain that scenario for us.
Jay Gustafson with Howard Lake Development, LLC. I apologize, I guess I did not see the question for signage regarding the trail access. It seems relatively easy
where was
Handle.
that supposed to go? I mean, it was a public entrance, right?
Public entrance, so it, like I said, to me, to the public doesn't know that that's going to be a public entrance to that pathway to the lake, to use the lake. So whether it be at that sign, at the beginning of the entrance of the place, or maybe at the parking lot?
Yeah, okay, at the parking area, kind of the trailhead?
Exactly.
Okay. Just some,
Public
Just
lake.
a
one-
little
one
wood
sign,
Yeah, one sign,
okay.
Just say some generic sign in the text.
yeah.
Certainly, that's easily done.
Thank you for doing that, appreciate it.
I'll make
All right, so we'll
Mr.
add
Mayor.
that to the motion.
Yeah, Mr. Mayor and Council, the condition then would be that the developer agreed to install wayfinding signage to the public access point, providing canoe access.
Okay, so the motion maker want to add that? Who made the motion, you?
Yes, I added to it, yes.
Okay, and the seconder is okay with that? Mm-hmm. All right, and any other discussion on it? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Ayes have it. All right, and then next we have the CUP. 26 lots per unit. Any questions on that? All right, Elizabeth, anything to add to that?
There were five items that Jay is looking for within the conditional use PUD. It just needs to add all of those items. And those are the setback differences and driveway lengths and other things that he requests within the PUD.
Is that in here?
It's listed, they're bulleted.
Okay. Okay, got it. So anybody want to make a motion to approve or deny this CUP PUD?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
All right, any other discussion?
No, this is one of the things we've been working really hard to
Yeah, glad to
get
see.
pushed through, and I think our win with the DNR is huge. So this is big.
Definitely a win. All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Good luck. All right, then
Capture those in the-
so, did we do the shoreline text amendment? No, we did the variance.
There was discussion of it, but you haven't taken it up yet.
Okay, so shoreline text amendment. It's on pages 30.
And Mr. Mayor, just the background is the commissioner just wanted to make sure that they got proper notice, and so we agreed as part of the settlement agreement to include that as an ordinance amendment, so it's clear in our code of ordinances that notice would go to the commissioner.
Okay,
It's required by statute anyway, so it's really repeating what's in Minnesota statutes.
someone want to make a motion to adopt the shoreline text amendment?
So moved.
I think Danny got it.
Then again, okay, I'll second it.
Okay. All right, further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Ayes have it. Public
Mr. Mayor,
open forum.
Mr. Mayor, I just had to make a clarification on the record. They're not bullets, it's 1 through 8. I wanted to make sure that in the conditional use permit, that the exceptions are listed in the conditional use permit, and they're not bulleted, it's actually 1 through 8.
In the facts, findings of facts, or in the,
It's listed on page 15, or 14 and 15.
okay, so noted to the record keeper. There they are. Okay,
Those are the exceptions, that's the whole idea of the plan unit development. So
Okay.
it's critical those get in the CUP, because those are the exceptions to the rules that he's asking for.
public open forum, anyone here for public open forum? Come on up.
Lynn Carver, Quinn, 7540, 152nd Lane Northeast. Thank you for the three that are leaving for your service. I was listening to something the other day, and it really hit home here, is Jim Rohn said, when JFK made his inaugural speech, he said, "Don't ask what the country can do for me, but ask what can I do for the country?" And the country is the people. So I hope that that lesson got learned here. I came from North St. Paul, where Bill Sandberg was mayor for 30 years. So if you do a good job and listen to the people, you can stay in office.
Thanks for your input. Anybody else? Okay, hearing none, we'll move on. MnDOT resolution,
Mr. Mayor, we're going to take that off the agenda this evening.
we are.
Yes. It's not completed.
Can we have a motion to do that since the council sets the agenda?
Yeah, and so want to make a motion to remove that
Motion to remove the MinDOT study,
acquisition of land.
additional land from the agenda.
Second.
Okay, further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Engineers report.
The one item I have on the agenda tonight is a motion for, to start the acquisition process for easements for the bituminous roadways utility extensions.
Okay?
And the map is on there. You just explain it briefly.
Sure.
Maybe the first page, Elizabeth, that is the overall layout.
Is that the layout?
Up a little further. Keep going. There you go.
Okay. Oh, now it's upside down.
Upside down now. There's a map of the four quadrants of 35W and 54 going over top, the bridge over the top. So the project involves extending the sanitary sewer along the embankment here, crossing under 35. This is a force main, there'll be a lift station right here, and a new access drive into that area. On the east side is extending the water main in the embankment, then under 35 and along the easterly ditch. Both will terminate down here with services both east and west. So the easement process, or that, what we're looking for is permanent easements for the access road and lift station. I'll call it the southwest quadrant. A permanent easement in the northwest quadrant for the force main. MinDOT will not allow us to put anything longitudinally within their right of way, so we have to cross with casings for the water and the sewer, get out of their right of way, and then we can go parallel. And there will be temporary construction easements in these two quadrants as well, for where we will have jacking pits or receiving pits. And then there's also access, temporary access easements just to get equipment to those locations in 3 quadrants. So this overall map depicts that, and then all the other attachments are individual maps and descriptions for the 3 different types of easements in the 3 quadrants.
And when will this start?
Construction would start in the spring as soon as weather conditions allow.
And Mr. Mayor and Council, if I may, the purpose of this resolution is to allow us to first see if the parties who are subject to these easements would be willing to, based on fair market value, agree to provide the easements to the city without having going through any kind of acquisition process, formal acquisition process. So by adopting this resolution, you basically delegate to the city staff, primarily the administrator, with help from the engineer and attorney to negotiate those easements if we can,
Okay,
which is always preferable.
sure, sounds reasonable to me. All right, someone want to make a motion to acquisition easement for public utilities on the West Freeway Drive?
So moved. Second.
Okay, further discussion?
Just to note that it's Resolution 1836.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
That's all I had tonight.
Okay, Dennis, Bill,
Nothing further.
nothing further. Awesome. Council? Bill?
Me? Yeah, you know, I've been keeping my mouth shut for a long time, and I guess the hits just keep coming, okay? This city council has done an excellent job for 8 years. We've put a whole lot of stuff in place. We've worked hard. We've met with people. You know, you get back to the asphalt plant, maybe I'm gonna be out of Stern, that the opposition did not present material that was, prudent to what was going on. Didn't pay any attention to how the asphalt plant works, nothing. And I've done a lot of listening to people. I've done a lot of legwork, Saturdays, and met with a lot of people in their projects. all these projects that are going now are because of this council. So.
Mr. Mayor and council, I just want to, in an earlier meeting during public comment, I suggested that we not relitigate the asphalt issue, so.
Right,
I would just ask the mayor and council, in the interest of fairness to all parties, that there's litigation involving the asphalt plant. There were hearings.
I think Bill's comments were
Well,
towards
here's
what
where
we've
I'm going
done
with
in
this.
general,
Is-
so
is the
So if we could
nothing
just-
particular about the
Right,
asphalt.
right. If we could steer away from that subject, I'd be.
The continuing hits keep coming. Election's over. You know, my plans were not to run at the end of my 8 years, and I did. And the people that have been elected have big shoes to step into. There's a lot of responsibility up here, and once you're behind here, it's way different than sitting out there. So, we've done a great job. We've done what we were asked of, and, there's going to be people with the next council screaming and hollering about things they don't like. And they're gonna have to sort through it. And, it is what it is. So, that being said, the election's over, the hits need to quit coming, the anger and all the other stuff is gotta come to an end. And I wish the council members that won the election and the mayor good luck. And I hope that they do as good a job as we did when they get here. So, that's all I got to say.
Okay. Jeff,
Nothing. Report.
Nothing.
Mark.
We had a park board meeting, kind of started talking about the roundabouts. We actually come up with a few designs from other cities, but we're just getting the legwork going on that now, so we want to concentrate more on the new one up on 97 versus the Broadway for now. We have a certain amount of money budgeted towards putting towards it. Probably won't pay for near half of it, but we're getting a start on it, so that's good. Anoka County donated through a grant for a couple garbage can systems for the park. We wanted to do this a while back, but it's kind of expensive. Yeah, each one's got a
Those
picture.
are nice. How much are
They are, I think they're around 800 apiece. That's why we've been living with
set?
plastic barrels forever.
800 a set. For the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay. How many would we get?
We got 2 under the grant system, so we got to start on it and see if we like them, then maybe we'll just start purchasing them down the road and get rid of the plastic barrels.
Is there a
we got out
lock?
there. I have not seen it yet.
So
So,
that'd be good.
yeah,
I'm assuming they're fastened down to the concrete.
I bet not. I don't know. We haven't seen the inside of it yet. We haven't even got them yet. Just saying this has been approved and we're going to be getting them. But I think it's a good thing.
Wouldn't you pour those on their own little pad off so that you can plow the,
Yeah, they won't sit on the walkway itself.
right, they'll sit on a pad or something with
Yeah.
pour?
Yeah,
Okay, the maintenance guys can put that there. So when the plow goes by, it'll-
it's not going to interfere
Yeah.
with them, yeah.
okay.
But the roundabouts is exciting stuff, so it's going in the right direction on that. Medina had actually a pretty nice one. We're kind of looking at that design pretty. Yeah. Actually, I got a picture. Elizabeth, you want to pop that up?
Sure.
Let's see if I can find it. It's in black and white, but. The letters were actually individual steel letters. We'd think maybe something more like stainless steel, but they would never rust. And they're individual, but they're held up with a framing in the back. And there's some rocks in there and trees in the middle. So everybody was kind of comparable or happy with that design or something comparable to it. Mr. Schuler, I believe, lives out, or we thought he was from that city, so we're gonna ask him if he's out there, what it looks like, and maybe snap some pictures for us a little bit better.
I mean, that's a simple thing to do, but there's some vegetation to take care of there.
Pardon me?
There's some vegetation to take care of there.
Doesn't look like too much.
Not
mean,
too much. Once it's in.
Those are annuals then, or?
Just ground cover.
Trees, looks like just the trees and shrubs.
So there was talk too of getting with an arborist and see what's more tolerable towards along the roads for salt issues, because we don't want to be messing with that every year. And some things are pretty durable. So they're going to talk with an arborist from the U of M, I believe. Someone knew somebody there, so they might attend our next meeting and talk to us a little bit about what would be a good plant to put on there.
Would you need the water in there though?
more than likely.
which is
And it
there.
has water.
Is there electric as well?
Yes.
So we could put some
Could light that
accent
up.
lighting or
Yep.
something, just to,
Maybe something up on the sign.
sure.
But nothing, I think under our new ordinance, we can't shine up at it, so there's have to be something facing down, correct?
It could shine up just so the source is
Face-
shielded.
Facing towards the sign.
Yeah,
Okay.
just so the source is shielded. It'd be
But our one, the new one, the Broadway one's actually mounted up pretty high like that, but the new one is actually fairly low. So if you did something like that, you have to bring a fair amount of fill in, but we're just in an early concept now, but we kind of like something like
I think
that.
there's a bit of a hump to that.
Yeah, not as much as the Broadway one though.
No.
Yeah, it's way up there. So, anyway, we're just getting started and we're looking forward to getting this project going and
Okay,
everybody's excited about it.
cool.
And that's all I have.
All right, I got three things. I'd like to appoint, your application is in for the EDA. I would like to appoint you to the EDA if you're still interested.
Yep.
Okay, so the process for that is just
The mayor
appoints,
the mayor appoints and the council
council
confirms.
confirms. So, do I make a motion then, or?
You would look for a motion to confirm your appointment.
Okay, I look for a motion to confirm my appointment. How's that?
So moved as of the first of the year.
We'll move that. Well, he's already on it till then, and there's no more meetings till then.
Well, just, you make it legal, it has to be the first. You can't hold two offices, shouldn't hold two offices.
True. All right, well, it'd be three, it'd be one, two. Anyways, do we have a second? Okay, we have a second. Any further discussion? Okay. Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Okay, thanks, Mark.
You're welcome.
Forward to your work. Second is, I'd like to get the camera system turned on for the planning commission meetings, which now that's so easy to do that there should be some way just to get that turned on, so I don't know if, we have a motion here to do that, if somebody wants to make a motion.
I'll make a motion to have the cameras activated for the planning commissions.
Okay, do we have a
Meetings.
second?
Second.
All right, further discussion?
So we need a cable commission guy here?
Maybe, maybe not, I don't know as if it can just be static or something. If they can, great, if they can't, then,
I'd have to ask him. I'm not really sure how that works.
so I'm pretty sure they can do it just static without all the zooming and all that stuff. Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, ayes have it. Okay, thirdly, since we have people that are still going at this attack on the council, I would like to say that as the 8 years that I've put into the city, I agree with Bill that we've all done a great job. And I'm okay with losing when it takes a lot of lies to get me out of here. So the fact that I lose with many people lying about me, I'm okay with, and I thank all the people that voted for me, and I thank the citizens that didn't see the lies. So that's all I have to say about that. That in mind, I have Public Works report, no Public Works guy, Public Information Coordinator, no report, and City Administrator report.
No report.
Getting through this quick. Planning Commission meets on 12/5, calendar meetings on page 46. I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.
Good job.
Bye.